It's gonna be a complete evading of the aliens. That's what's gonna happen. Alien invasion. But this is the real thing, not the movies. The white man comes, he puts a virus, and he takes out the electromagnetic shield. No, ain't gonna happen. But that's just movies. Reality is these devils gonna go down, and they're gonna go down. They're gonna go down historical. The way they're gonna go down. It's gonna be something to be written about. It's gonna be written about. The way they get taken out of power, that's theatrical. Yahawashi coming, the King of Kings in his chariots and his glory, and taking these devils down. All the nations coming against him, trying to fight him. That's a beautiful way for him to claim his kingdom on earth, and that's a beautiful way for him to get his respect back for his father himself and his people, man. Because the black man's beat the hell up, man, in this country and around the world. But mainly this country, man. This country don't respect the black man, yo. It doesn't. It doesn't. Our women are against the men. The men are against the women. Those are the curses. We're fucked up as a nation of people, so it's obviously we need to exit us out of here, right?
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
The UFOs, the chariots. The Lord's coming back with weapons, man. He's coming to declare war on Esau, man. And ain't gonna be carnal weapons. Ain't gonna be weapons made in a warehouse in the machinery. No, ain't gonna be tanks and no. The Lord ain't gonna come back with army tanks and Hummer H1s. You can put gas in and ride it. No, he's coming with his celestial technology weapons. He's coming with his weapons, celestial technology weapons. That's why, if you really think about it, the Most High is bad, yo. The Most High said, you know what? I'm gonna let you Rothschilds rule. I'm gonna let y'all rule. I'm gonna give you the blessing, which is the sword. You make your tanks, make your guns, you make that shit. I'm gonna give my son real technology. Technology that you wish you can have. Weaponry, armory that you wish you can have. That's why the Lord let them notice within the last 100 years, technology has expanded. Within the last couple of years, technology just blew the hell up. To the point of the RFID chip, which they've been had that technology anyway. They say the phones that we got is like 30 years old. Imagine the shit that these devils got. So the Lord let them build the F-16, their stealth bombers, their planes, their jets, their tanks, their Star Wars program. Why they did that? To try to fight against the Lord. And then Yahweh said, fuck that, I'm gonna give you that shit. I'm gonna give you the blessing, take the sword, make your weapons. Get ready to fight my son. Well, my son is gonna get the glory. These celestial tech, this is technology that they talk about, the Area 51, the chariot crash into Roswell. That's bullshit, man. Ain't no chariot. The chariots disappear and reappear, man. They come from the spirit world. They even showed you that in X-Files. The UFOs being charged for free energy, which is in the periodic table. I believe it's 112 or it's 115. So the white man acknowledges the UFOs and chariots are real, and they acknowledge that it gets charged for free energy. See, they're the devil. They're not gonna say the Most High through his son charges. We don't know how he charged. Ain't no place, ain't no Exxon gas station where the chariots go and then you charge it, you battery charge it for 2 hours, and then the angels go, they go shop in the mall, then they come back and then they go jump in the chariot. No. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 19.
This technology, this airplane shit is old shit. These chariots you see, that's old shit, bro. These cars and everything, that's stealth bombers disappearing, reappearing. That's old tech. That's left-hand shit. You got stealth bombers that disappear in radar. You can't find them. The UFOs been doing that. When we was in the plantations, our ancestors saw the UFOs. Sweet, low, chariot. They seen the UFOs. So this new airplane, that ain't shit, man. Good. You got Mach 5 speeds, Mach 6 speeds, 5 times the speed of sound. The chariots, you can't even measure their speed, bro. That's how fast they are. Motorcycles, that ain't nothing. The higher boosters and all that shit, the sick, whatever. Them shits, man, ain't nothing, man, compared to the angels.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 19. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse.
Yeah, him. Yeah, the Most High. Through his son, Yahawashi. Yahawashi, the King of Kings, is coming back to declare war on earth. Right?
And against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him.
And they showed you in the movie Avatar. The white man was the dragon in the movie. The Bible talks about Esau being the dragon, man, the serpent, the devil. So it's going to be like Independence Day, intergalactic war. There's going to be intergalactic war. And Yahawashi going to come with the angels, with the UFOs, and they're going to be blasting shit. Oh shit, the whole world, like the movie they showed you Independence Day, they had a meeting. And they said, yo, we got to come together to fight the aliens. Hey, Ronald Reagan said that. Wouldn't we come together to fight an outside opposing force? A common enemy? Because they know the black man's a common enemy to all these nations. All the 12 tribes. But Judah, they know Judah's coming back. The kingdom of Judah. The return of the Jedi. The Lion of the tribe of Judah. They know that. The Jedi Star Wars, it's going to be a Star Wars. That's what we call the Star Wars program. Return of the Jedi, Judah. They're telling you subliminally, man. In the red and blue slate, lightsaber. They know. Darth Maul, right?
With which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone.
Yeah, that's right. So the lake of fire is going to be the nuclear missiles, man. Those missiles are going to be shot off. They're going to shoot upon America. You know there's going to be a third world war real soon?
Right.
A nuclear war is coming. You better get yourselves right, man. Serious things is coming, man. You know, women think it's a joke. Look, man, time comes, they gonna come, man. Go ahead.
And the remnant were slain.
Yeah, we gonna go and they gonna be right behind us running after us. Yeah.
And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh.
Yeah, that's right. And the Lord coming back for war. And it only makes sense. They showed you in the movie Skyline that. What they said in Skyline? Oh, aliens coming to America will be like when Columbus came to over here to the Americas. No, aliens coming to America will be like when Columbus when he came to Native American Indians. Not good for them. The Taino Indians. So it's not gonna be good for them. They showing you in the movies. They show the UFOs. Every time the UFOs come, it's always in America. It's never Russia, Pakistan, India, China. Because America, what happened, brother? Shalom, we're Israelites, brother. We're Israel. You're an Israelite, brother. We're Israelites, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Got something.
Keep it slow, guys. You guys doing
Try to be,
beautiful
man.
job.
America's gonna be destroyed real soon, man.
Jeremiah.
Better hope you're the elect, man.
Doing a good job,
Give you
though,
Israelite. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66
None
and
of us is of
15.
the Lord, man. See, we're just coming out here to teach our people because the Lord commanded us to. Because we don't care about the cameras, but it's for the sheep. So we have the knowledge already. So we're teaching the sheep. It's for y'all, man. It's for our people. It's for the ones that watch the videos. Go ahead.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind,
Fire in his chest like a whirlwind fire. With his weapons, vehicles. Go ahead.
to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
His rebuke with flames of fire. And when you look up chariots, it means two wheels, man. Two wheels, a wheel within a wheel. Ezekiel saw that. Ezekiel was the first chapter, 5th verse. A wheel within a wheel, the chariots. Then you got different types, sizes, different types of. The Most High is bad, you know. Don't you got SUVs? You got sports cars, right? You got pickup trucks. Even on this physical world, this physical dimension, you got different chariots. How much more for the angels? Angels got different whips. They call chariots looking rectangular size, looking rectangular. They call chariots the size of Earth. They call chariots circular. They call chariots square. They got chariots that are different. Most High's mind is out there. Like we always say, look at the zebra. See the zebra with the stripes? You see the giraffe with the long neck? You see the lion? You see? You can look at the cats, cheetahs, lions, mountain lions, leopards. What?
The eel.
The eel?
It's electric.
Electric. Think about that. The eels are electric, man. So the animals got like spiritual powers, man. And they're animals, they're under us, man. How much more us? That's heavy because she had like a little lion thing.
Leopard.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause when we get the animals, the kitty cats, we're gonna get our women back. The kitty cats, the pussycat dogs. They
Get the kitty cat.
the kitty cats. Yeah, they call themselves pussycat dogs, right? Hey man, it's all spiritual.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
The slain of the Lord shall be many. So a lot of death is coming, man. Destruction's coming, man. Go ahead.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination, and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Consume. Consume. When you consume something, you totally fuck it up. It tells you in Obadiah, the 12 tribes of Israel, Jacob, Joseph, and the house of Israel gonna be as a fire, and Joseph as a flame, and Esau for his stubble. Let's talk about the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, King David, in the house of David, they was putting fire to these other heathen nations. They was putting fire to their asses, man. They wasn't playing around. When the 12 tribes were together in the days of old, they was putting fire to these heathen asses, man. They had the real horsepower. That's a Mustang over there. They had the real horsepower, man. The house of David had the real horsepower. The horsepower of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. And go into these chariots of horsepower. But before you had the horses that would move the chariots, They would move the horses. Then later on, you had these cars, these vehicles, man. Go ahead.
For I know their works and their thoughts, and it shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory.
And look at that. The Most High is putting, that's our power. He's putting the spirit into these other nations to come against his son. So his son can fuck him up. Just like Moses. The Most High control that. He told Pharaoh he hardened his heart. What does that mean? He went into his mind, his pineal gland, and he put that stubbornness in him. He made it stronger. Like, oh, fuck, I ain't letting him go. The Most High did that. Think about that. The Most High said, the great spirit that they controls all spirits. He said, you know, I'm gonna make him come against my man. And he told Moses, don't worry about it. I control it. I got this. And Moses, you're gonna destroy him. Why? To show who your power is. The Father can't. You know, the Father can't wait for this. And we at that time. That's why we out here teaching. It's a movie. Now the word is out. All these destruction, all these prophecies, all these earthquakes, all these natural disasters, all these wars and rumors of wars. Now all we gotta do is wait for the economy collapse, all hell breaking loose, attacking Iran simultaneously, and the Lord coming back. We there, brother. You got brothers that say conventional. I used to say that because we've been in months. We don't know, man. This thing can pop off like that. We don't fucking know. They're gonna send conventional military. We're gonna be here for a couple more months. We don't know. We're not the Most High, man. The Most High gonna speed this thing up. And brother, we got a couple more prophets and we out of here, man. Ain't that much more. That's the mentality you gotta have. Because that we might be another year. That should slow you down. Go ahead. Stay focused, brother. Stay focused, man. Come on.
This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord creates evil. The Lord creates, it's his movie. He creates the good guy and the bad guy. It tells you that in Romans 9 chapter. You got Jacob, the good guy. You got Esau, the bad guy. I mean, it's obviously these Rothschilds are the bad guy, right? These Rothschilds, they're the bad guy. Isn't that obvious? Look at their works. Don't you know they got so much money? They got so much money. They can write a check. Clear the debt of America, have everybody live good, nobody will be homeless, and they'll still be the richest. You know that, right? It's 20 trillion. They can write that off like nothing. And they can feed everybody. No homelessness for nobody. They can feed everybody 10 times over. 10 times over. See, that's spiritual demon Satan. Because his word is coming out, you got to come around. That's what it is. You know, that's what we battling. Good. That's why he's right there coming against us, because the spiritual demon Satan. He got spirits on him, man. He don't even know it. There's actually a demon on him controlling his subconscious. Like a steering wheel, driving him. You know, we have Lord willing to the end, the elect. We have angels driving us. The Lord's controlling our steering wheels. And then you have 2/3 of our people. They're just gone. They're steering one way. We're steering one way. They're steering the other way. We're on I-95. They're on the 1 and 9. We're on the 1 and 9, I-95 to the kingdom of heaven. They're going the opposite way. What you gonna do? We're on a destination. I'm going to Florida. You're going to California. We're going to Florida. We're taking I-95 to Florida. You're going to California. We're going two different ways. And then guess what? The Lord guys are reserved, and his cars and his chariots, his tickets already reserved, yo. It's not for everybody. When you go to a club in VIP, is it for everybody? When you go to a club, do you just go in the VIP? Do you? What happens if you go in there? Security guard will bust your ass up, and if you try to fight, they'll bust you up. That's the angels.
Out in the parking lot.
Yeah, go ahead. But bring out Jeremiah 16. Yeah, I want that to come out.
This book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as a dung upon the face of the earth. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. For thus saith the Lord, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament nor mourn them.
Go to the main point where it says you're going to deliver the children of Israel. 14, Salakia, 14, I said 4, right? My fault. You know, sometimes I forget, you know what I mean? That's why I got my brothers to help me out.
There's a book of Jeremiah.
Like a bow and arrow, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you shoot at a target, archery, you might miss it, but your brothers got your back. You might shoot in the spirit. You might miss it, but your brother's right behind you. Oh, they showed you in that movie Braveheart. When the Irishman came, I was watching that yesterday. Mel Gibson, the Irishman came in, and he just came into the camp, the church, and he was looking at it, and he even said, the Irishman, he said, the Most High brought me down here to watch over you. And they thought he was kind of cuckoo, right? Which he was cuckoo. And then all of a sudden, Mel Gibson was hunting with the bow and arrow. He was trying to hunt the deer, and then some dude was coming behind him with a sword to kill him. And the Irishman came. So Mel Gibson saw him, and he thought he was trying to kill him, but the Irishman actually threw the sword and called the dude behind him. That's what your brother, and then he went up to him and said, I never liked that guy. He wasn't right in the head. And he said, the Almighty sent me to protect you. Yeah, they thought he was bugged out, but he was actually an honorable man to Mel Gibson, which William was a black man, straight up and down. They show you, he had the braids. They show you a little here and there, one braid, but he was a black man, man. This is King of Scots, man. He was always fighting against these devils, man. Always, man. Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14.
That was black on black crime, man. That was Bloods and Crips back then. That's all that was. Gang banging back then, I was like that now. Samurai ninjas, a lot of them were Jakes too, man. Right? That's why they cover their faces. You see these the Bloods and Crips, they cover their faces like ninjas. They're spiritual, man. Because back then they was doing this thing, but they was throwing ninjas talk. Spiritual, man. Right?
Therefore, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so they ain't gonna be talked about. An exodus is coming. An actual exodus is coming to America. And we're gonna get out of here, man. An actual exodus of our people. Go ahead.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And that's another scripture that says we were scattered, man. Not every Israelite is gonna look like Wesley Snipes, like Michael J. You got motherfuckers stuck with that color shit, bro. You're gonna have Israelites looking like a Jewish Amalek. What about that? What about when them Edomites that look like Edomites, but they're Israelites, but they look like Edomites come in? You gonna tell them no? But they're the Lord's elect. The Lord's like, those are my sheep. Gather in, they're the wheat against or amongst the tares. What are you gonna do? You gonna say no to them? They're the Lord's elect. You tell them, Lord, no, you don't know what you're doing. The Lord's gonna say, okay, no problem. He's gonna bless you. The Chinese are gonna have our people amongst the Chinese. They say there's 1 billion people up in China, right? You know, Israelites was out there fucking like crazy, bro. Yeah, that's another thing too. You got guys that blah 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 blah. But wait a second, what you're really saying when you come against that is Israelite men never had sex with heathen women. That doesn't make any sense. Samson was popping them Philistine women. We was always popping them heathen women. So what you're really saying is that Israelites never had sex with heathen women, never had babies with them. That's what you're really saying. When you really think about the logic of it, it doesn't make any sense.
David's grandmother was a Moabite.
David's grandmother was a Moabite.
David probably might have looked like pieces like that. They would probably say King David's not an Israelite.
Yeah, they would have looked at him and he would have chopped their head off, man. But
also, if you think about it, right? The patriarchs, it was 12 of them, right? And so in order to reproduce, they had to have sex with heathen women because they were the only Israelites at the time. If you think about it, they were sons of Israel.
Yeah, and back then, them heathen women, they were fine, man. They wasn't like the GMO Monsanto food. They was thick. They was dark-skinned Moabites too. You know, they got light skin because the white man, he raped them. That's how they got lighter. But back then, them women back then were fine, them heathen women. Even Samson's parents was like, yo, get yourself an Israelite woman. He's like, nah, man, I want them big booty Philistine women. I want them. But the Most High did that ultimately, man. And we're gonna have these other heathen women. First of all, these women are ours anyway. The man carries the seed, man. The man carries the seed. Don't you know the Most High? Let's say all the black Latino women, Native American women can be done away with. As long as you got one of these men of each tribe you can bring back, everybody can die. But let's say you can have 12 brothers, one Judah, one Benjamin, one of every tribe, and all the women die and all the other men die. Don't you know with those 12 brothers, you can bring back a nation? Don't you know that with these heathen women? I mean, what's the big deal? It's not really difficult, but you got a lot of dudes, there's demons, and you got agents too. The Lord's doing away with that slowly. He's doing away with it, he's crushing that shit. Go ahead.
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Oh, that's sovereignty. That's a sovereignty scripture. That's what we're waiting for. To get a land, brother. That's ruling. That's money. Not the shit that you got in your pocket. Money is land. Cattle. That's money. That's real money. Gold, silver. Not this bullshit dollar. Oh, I got $1. I got money. I got $50,000 in the bank. That's not money. That's not money. That's why Russia and China is doing away with that dollar. And they want to bring gold in the currency.